to the world. Subscribe now to the Hot 97 YouTube channel. It's Ebro in the Morning with Laura Stiles and Rosenberg.
Ladies and gentlemen, this guy right here might listen. Let me look at the charts. It's Ebro in the Morning. Laura Stiles is on maternity leave. We got Rosenberg. We're sitting with Jack Harlow. He just released his debut album. That's what they all say. Harlow, what's up, my guy?
How are we? Good morning.
Good morning.
Good.
How's it feel, bro? How's it feel?
I feel amazing. I feel good. I still feel how I felt when I was 16, but just more resources. I'm happy.
Yo, number 3 right now on the Apple Music charts behind Taylor Swift and Kid Cudi. That's a great slot. How you feel about that?
I'm okay with it. You know, I'd like number 1, and I'll take number 1 next time. But respect to the heavyweights that have put in the work.
Yeah, that's if you're gonna be in third place, bro. Let it be Taylor Swift and Kid Cudi. That's a couple of heavy hitters.
Yo, the album's really great. Last time I spoke to you, it was the first time I heard the album. I've been back through it probably 2 other times. That Route 66 with ESTG. Still, and then for the radio, that Chris Brown, man.
Thank you, bro. I'm glad you like it.
That's a straight layup. Now, one of the things I enjoy is what I call white boy games, which is the jokes that my white friends crack about, I don't know, everything from homosexuality to balls in your face.
Well, yeah, it's not the jokes about it. It's more the living. It's more the living of it.
Those are the same category.
Exactly. It's more like the. Thank you. Yeah, Jack, you get it. I mean, so Ebro told me. Long story short is this: Ebro used to be very amused with me telling old stories on the show of my high school days in white boy games. And then the other day,
it's but there's something because I have a white brother. My brother's white. Same games.
Oh yeah,
right. So he said, "Have you heard about Jack Harlow's white boy games?" And I was like, "No, I'm not in Jack. I wasn't hanging out with Jack Harlow in high school. I don't know if they're putting their asses in each other's faces. I don't know what's going on."
Yeah, I don't know what's up with the. You know, I don't play white boy games. I don't know what that's all about.
You haven't heard about these things?
Nah, I don't play them games.
Jack on his social media is funny. People take somebody asked you a question for $1 million. What was it? Oh man, it was great. I'm looking for it right now. Had me cracking
for
up.
$1 million. No, they said for $100 million you sucking dick.
That's a great question, Jack. Let's go with it. What did you say?
What did I say, bro? Do you have it there? I can't even remember what I said.
I'm looking for it, but it was classic.
I think I told him it wouldn't take. I think I told him it wouldn't take that much. I'm a bad
yeah.
It would.
But I mean, why though? I'm really somebody that wants to feed my family, man. That's just how I am. I put my family first.
That's right. Listen, if these girls are out here trying to work one job and jumping on OnlyFans to make ends meet, least we could do is suck a dick here and there if we have to.
Connection went out.
yo, Jack figured out the cheat code of Zoom interviews.
No, we're back in the room. I would still say it.
Yo, I lost you. The connection.
That's too good.
Yo, that's so no, but this is a good question. Ebro, what's your dick suck price? Because everybody's got a price.
I can see the headline for this video already.
Man.
Go ahead. Because no one will be surprised at mine. They'll be like, "Oh, people do it for $50."
And I don't currently have a job. Like I'm dead broke. Like it's a wrap. I'm out here dead broke.
Position you're in right now.
Oh, I ain't no price. I would never do it. It would never happen.
So 100 million.
Never.
100 million?
Not doing it.
But why? But here's the question. So I would have said that in the past until this conversation, but now I'm thinking about it. Why though? Why?
Because I'm not sucking a dick.
Sometimes that's all it takes. That's the only answer.
Some people are selfish. They don't care about their family.
That's the thing, Jack. That's what I'm saying.
No, but see, my family's
you selfish prick.
My family's good.
But you can make them gooder. You can make them gooder.
Nah, they good. They good. We good. Everybody's good. Bills is paid. We money set up through Issa's life. Through my daughter's life, money is set up.
I love it.
So that's why I asked you what the circumstances were.
I can't wait. I can't wait to get out of this interview and draw my ass what we talked about. That's what he does after every interview.
He does?
Talk about. Yeah.
We should just keep it all in this lane. So he's like, "Well, what else?" You're like, "That's it. We just did that."
I'm good.
So Jack, what has since the last time you were at the radio station? I saw you maybe like a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
And it was going good then. It was bubbling, but since then you've had a mega hit. How different did shit get once you had a record that was not just internet big, but like on major radio stations constantly? How much did shit shift after that?
Well, there was definitely a leverage shift, and I saw the numbers go up online. New people wanted to be friends. Artists I look up to were reaching out. So it's been a really good year in that regard. But being inside has made it where it hasn't been necessarily overwhelming. I haven't seen the upgraded crowds. I haven't, really moved around and touched the people like that yet. So it's been steady and it's been easy to digest, but I can feel the difference.
But that is interesting because one of the biggest changes you get once you have that smash single, like Ebro, I remember it really well with Gambino after he had 3005. How different it is when you get out to that stage and you have like when one note plays, the whole crowd goes crazy.
Yep.
It's a different. So it's interesting. You're right. Being inside, I guess.
Well, it also means
tough.
this will be our last interview with you.
Yeah. He's gonna stop.
Yeah, that's gonna be y'all's preference, not mine.
No.
We'll be waiting.
It always happens, bro.
Yeah.
We're just Hot 97, New York City. Ebro, we ain't we ain't the big dogs.
Who's the big dogs? Ellen? What are you talking about?
Yeah, yes, Ellen. The SNLs, because you're due for an SNL. Have you been on SNL yet?
Ebro, that's a good call.
Well, let me tell you, I ain't been on there yet, but y'all don't antagonize me. Y'all are kind to me, fam. I don't see why I wouldn't come back. Now, if y'all were out here doing me how I've seen some of these other artists get done as I've gotten older, I remember being in high school watching the show like, sheesh, I'd hate to be in that seat, but I'm enjoying it.
Hey, what's one that stands out to you where you saw either here or elsewhere where you saw someone get done in a way that you're like, yo, I couldn't do that?
I remember when Uzi came up there.
Ebro.
Uzi up here. Yeah.
The famous Uzi.
Yeah,
but here's the thing about Uzi. Uzi was a pompous dickhead on purpose.
No, is that true?
Yes.
Yeah, I guess he was a little bit.
And me and Uzi is cool. Like, I love Uzi, but he was being a pompous dickhead, so I'm gonna be a dickhead back. The problem is
Ebro can dickhead back as well.
All I'm saying is, regardless of why, I would have been like, damn, I'm not enjoying this. My point is, y'all been treating me good on individual occasions, and now in this group occasion, I'm enjoying myself. So I don't see why I wouldn't come back unless the next 10 minutes turn to hell.
I kind of think you're being a pompous dickhead. You know what I mean? Let's turn this shit up. No, I'm playing. Yo. So you told me last time we talked, your mom she respects the raps. Mom's is into the raps. Has mom memorized your raps yet? Because I know that would be a big deal for you because she loves the greats.
My mom has been listening to the album on loop because on Keep It Light, her voice is at the end. A video she sent me. She didn't know it was gonna be on there, so of course she heard that and her heart dropped and she's, oh my gosh, you know what I mean? A bunch of people have been hitting her, telling her that they cried over that song, and it's been a special moment. So my mom's been listening on repeat. She has a feeling she's gonna be listening to this album only for months, so she's tapped in. I'm sure she'll have it all memorized soon.
How much it always looks like from when I see you on social, it's like you and your boys just having fun all the time. That's like basically what it appears like your life is like. How much of that is real life and how much is it just what the gram looks like?
Wow. Glad that's what
I don't know where
he's saying you cap. He's saying y'all cap.
No. I don't know. Maybe life looks like it's that fun, but in reality that happens every once in a while. But these days you're kind of just sitting in the house. I don't know. It just looks like a lot of fun.
Well, I am in Atlanta, so things are open to a degree, but you're right. I don't document when I'm laid up and when I'm chilling. I document a lot more when we have a good time, but I'm glad it looks like that, man. That's the type of lifestyle I want to portray.
Well, it looks like you brought aren't these all your friends from Kentucky? Like, aren't you guys all boys from home?
Okay, now I see what you're saying. Yeah, no.
That's what I mean. Like,
we're all
the
still
idea
together. We're all still together and enjoying this lifestyle together.
That's what I'm saying. The idea that you guys you were always the dude trying to make it, and they were always your guys being like, that's our boy, and now it's all happened. It must be amazing.
Yeah, and they're all, putting themselves in position too. Somebody I really want to shout out in this interview is my boy Ace Pro. Is somebody that hit me up when I was 16 years old. He's a few years older than me, and kind of took me under his wing when I was still in Louisville in high school, looking for someone else in Louisville to make music with. And we've stayed together and together. And now we've reached this place where, I have budgets for my videos and stuff. He's directing all my videos. He directed Tyler Herro. He directed Way Out with Big Sean. And he's in charge of a crew of 40 people. And this is like one of my best friends. And he's moving into this space where he's feeding himself and feeding his family. So my collective private garden, like we're moving together, and it's a beautiful feeling. So thanks for asking about that.
Shouts to Ace Pro. That's the best, man. When you can put your people on and then they're able to do for themselves. That's what it's all about.
It's a beautiful thing, honestly.
So the album, that's what they all say. The title has many meanings.
Yes.
I'm sure. But the one meaning that jumped out clearly is because you got a black woman sitting by your side in the car. Everybody thought that was controversial, which it's not. But I'm sure you've come across black women that was like, yeah, I never dated a white guy before. I didn't know white guys could blah, 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 blah. How the girls treating you right now?
They're kind. They're kind. I mean, a lot of well-mannered women. The vibes are good, man.
It's a vibe, yo.
Yeah, I'm loving this life. Everything's good.
How old were you when you fell in love with your first black woman?
I've never been in love with any woman at all. Although I've, been enamored with many women. Probably middle school, though, to answer that question.
Did you holler at her?
Yeah.
Did you have lyrics for her?
I remember I wrote her a rap/poem. I think her name was Anaya. She was in my middle school class, and I remember I passed her a note, and she ripped it up, bro. And I think she was doing it like in a jerky way. I don't know, but we had a little vibe. But just in front of everybody, I was an attention whore in class. I was a thought. So I just wanted people to see me giving her this note, and then she ripped it up and one-upped me.
Yo, and you understood black women enough to know that the tear up of the poem, of the love note, was actually a nod.
A reciprocation of love.
That's right.
Is that how that should be taken, Ebro?
Absolutely.
Wow.
Absolutely.
I don't think I knew that.
Absolutely. The tear up of the note in front of everyone was like, oh, she feeling me.
Yeah, it was torn up with a smile.
See?
It was torn up.
She couldn't let it be that easy, bro. It couldn't be that easy. Not with everybody watching. Come on, son.
Right.
Now, how far along was the Tyler Herro record before Tyler Herro completely broke out in the playoffs?
Man, I recorded it in March when he and I were like, we started DMing and FaceTiming and stuff. And I sent it to him. It was like one of the first songs I recorded during COVID. Like studios weren't open. I recorded that in my closet in my apartment. My engineer came to my house and we were wearing gloves and all this when the terror was real. And I remember I sent it to him. He's like, yo, this is crazy. And it wasn't even called Tyler Herro. It was like Tyler Herro in parentheses. It was called In Sync. And then after he had that breakout moment in the playoffs, me and him had met by then. We were really cool. I was like, bro, let me name it after you. He's like, that'd be an honor. So it happened earlier, though.
Wow. And we should clarify that I believe, Jack, you're not a Kentucky fan, though.
No, I'm a Louisville fan.
So this is crossing some enemy lines to show.
It's a good point.
Yeah, there was less controversy about that than I thought. People had to respect the record. And, he's a Heat player now. So it is what it is.
Has it, now that you're like a star and from Kentucky and you love Louisville, because Kentucky does not have that many mainstream artists, are the Louisville UK controversies that sort of gone with you? Are you accepted at both Louisville and Kentucky widely?
I get messages from Kentucky players, but I've just made my allegiance so clear to Louisville. Like on that Mega Smash we talking about what's popping, I talk about I'm in the club with the basketball team. Me and the Cardinals are sharing a section. And, like, I was courtside at the games last year. Like, people know where I'm at. Now, I'm cool with some Kentucky players here and there. But for the most part, nah. Plus, I be in Louisville. And UK's in Lexington. I don't go to Lexington.
It's a different world. Now, for the right bag, are you performing? For the right bag, would you perform at Rupp Arena?
For the right bag, I'll do anything. We made that clear at the top of this interview.
But would you put on the jersey?
Played,
is there a price? It's one thing to suck a dick, but is there a price to put on a Kentucky jersey that says Harlow on the back?
It's crazy that the jersey would be deeper than the first one.
I know.
Yeah, that'd be tough one, bro. I don't know if there's a bag for that. You're right, because that is real. That ain't a good look. The rivalry is the strongest rivalry in college sports. It's up there with Duke and UNC. So that'd be tough to do, bro.
What is I've never spent any time in Kentucky. With Breonna Taylor and Kentucky getting, put on the political stage, and being out there with protesters and raising money and just making sure that the world, understood how important this was, not only to Louisville, but just everything that's going on with police brutality and holding police accountable, and you making sure you was out there. What's going on in Louisville right now? Like, what's the conversations? How is the community come together?
Well, justice really still hasn't been given. So there's still plenty of unrest. People are still marching. Protests are still going on. They're not all the same size as they were, but people still feel a lot of passion. And I think a lot of people from my city and other cities, but this city, kind of found an identity and a purpose this year, and kind of were refocused and found a passion in a good place to find a passion. So there's some issues. So it's still ongoing, and I think it's a process, and I think it's going to keep going because, like I said, so many people have realized, this is important to me.
In Louisville, I learned from you that it's not as, obviously Louisville being a major metropolitan area. My assumption was Kentucky was mad segregated. You articulated different from me.
Well, what's crazy in reality, in terms of how the neighborhoods and everything are set up, Louisville is a segregated city. But in terms of, the scene that's been created, the community, the way people move around, the way people socialize, it's a melting pot. You know what I mean? Culturally, and the way people are spending time together, it's different. It's different. But in terms of how it's set up,
it's set up. It's set up that way.
Can you say you were disappointed by how things played out, or was it not surprising? Obviously, still disappointing, upsetting, but were you not surprised given you spent your life there?
Played out with the Breonna
with Breonna with the justice still not being done for Breonna.
I was optimistic. I'm obviously in a group chat with all my guys, and we were kind of talking about what we expected day of when we knew an announcement was coming, and I was optimistic because I was like, maybe justice will be served. But a lot of my guys, especially my black friends, were like, there's no chance. It's not gonna be what we want. And sure enough, they were right. So I guess I don't know if I was surprised, but I was hoping for better and definitely disappointed.
I want to get into this album. That's what they all say. Do you have a favorite today? I know artists, y'all put out these projects. Yesterday you might have been listening to one thing. Today might be another. What do you want to play?
The people have made me pick a new favorite for today. I want to play Keep It Light.
Keep It Light. That's what Mom's on there, right?
Shouts to Mom Dukes.
Yeah.
Let's play that.
I think them lyrics, they just resonated with people this time, and it felt good to hear that. People can make you re-like a song once you drop it after they tell you how they see it or how they felt about it.
Yo, I saw a post you put up. You said people just realized I was white, and then you put up album covers, and you was like, "I've been trying to tell y'all how white I am for mad albums."
Bro, it's a white man on the front of every album cover.
You weren't hiding? There wasn't like a fake dummy that you had on the covers?
Definitely not, bro. Definitely not.
We gotta look at these old album covers. Oh yeah,
yo, everyone.
I mean,
portrait of a white man. Portrait of a white man. Portrait of a white man.
Loose. The Loose cover is one of the whitest things I've ever seen.
Definitely.
Yo, tell it, when are you gonna get a good hair product endorsement,
Ooh,
Jack?
call,
that should be out
bro.
there for you, my
good
guy.
Call.
I've been a little more focused on dropping my own product instead of looking for an endorsement.
Ooh, see, That's what makes me a pawn and makes you a boss. That's how you think about it.
Is it going to be like a private garden line?
Potentially, but there's always so many people with hair texture like mine in private garden. I don't know if you have to do different shampoos. So
no, but that's what I'm saying. It could be like the first multi ethnic.
That would
hair.
be hard. That'd be
hard body.
My man's trying to get his percentage. I feel it.
I'm glad you included. I'm glad you already know how I was going to move.
Yeah, that's what
I do.
Because if it comes out, the next conversation will start with, "Hey, Jack."
So you are not. The next conversation is, "Yo, Jack, you owe me money."
Well, this convo was documented, so I think you'll have your way.
Yeah, and you and your boys can all be talking like, "Hey, you have a different hair texture, and you have a different one. You have one for everybody in the whole squad."
In the commercial, just like that.
Well, listen, if you do a bald one, give me a shout.
I got you. That's just gonna be lotion.
Simple. It's just lotion.
We're just gonna drop you a lotion.
That's all I need.
Yo, and by the way, I don't think white people use lotion. It's not as meaningful as it is to black folks. So white people, get your lotion game up.
Bro, by the way, though,
I wasn't raised to do lotion. I had to be influenced.
By the way, Jack, that's another opportunity you have, because you can know as well as I do this shit with white men in particular, because women of all backgrounds use moisturize. But white men don't even own moisturizer. And once you start, especially now that I'm getting older and I care and want to take care of my skin, I instantly got judgmental and started noticing like how many white friends I have that I'm like, damn, your skin is fucking red and chafy. You need something. You need a product, sir.
There's a great idea. No, honestly, this is a great idea to spread it to the white community, the white male community.
That's right.
What we need to do is a black business owner needs to start a moisturizer that they sell to white men.
Might go crazy. Looks like it can't be me.
No, but you could be the face of it. You see what I'm saying? We could be the faces. Like, see,
you guys are moisturizer models.
I'm with it.
There you go. Solve that problem.
We've covered a lot of ground here today, Ebro.
I swear to God.
You'll never do another interview like this ever again, so
I might. If I come back, I might.
So again, real quick, in closing, how much money to suck a dick while wearing a Kentucky jersey?
Yo, man, let's get to the song, man.
Connection went out. Keep it light. Play that.
All right.
Jack Harlow, go get the album, man. It's good to see you again. Keep going, bro.
I
Music sounds incredible.
I'll be back.
Congrats, man.
Thank you. I'll be back.
All right, man.